for G2, this is their home ground.
It is. You heard Faded complimenting G2's IGL Valen, and for good reason. The last play against their EMEA compatriots Team Liquid, G2 dominated with the mid-round calling on their attacking side. I thought it was an absolute masterclass from Valen on this game, and they've got to be feeling confident after that map 1 comeback.
Agent select coming up here. See what we end up getting. No real big changes, but of course you're going to be keeping your eyes on, you know, those combinations, right? Whether, you know, what you get with the initiator utility on the G2 side of things, but then also how things are going to play out for Vitality. How do they prevent G2 from being able to run roughshod all over them on the attack?
Exactly, and I have some numbers for you. G2 here at Lotus at Bangkok, they've won 12 out of the 16 post plants that they won. That is a 75%. Do not let that spike go down. And in the other side, when Vitality goes into the attack, in the one time that they played the Lotus, they won 100% of the post plants.
Jojima really heated up at that end of the last game. He's back on the Yoru here on a map he's always been good on. GV, he has a chance to get revenge on Durka for eliminating him in the Tokyo finals.
All right, well, let's find out if this one goes the distance and send it back over to my fellow foreheads for the call.
Thank you very much, GB, and the rest of the crew. Yeah, excited to get into this one. Sure there was no ill-meaning comments from the foreheads one.
Yeah, you're about to join the bold crew, I reckon.
Yeah,
give it 5 years.
I'm getting close. It's those British genetics.
Yeah.
It creeps up for us all. It really does.
Let's have a look at this map then. So we've seen plenty from these two teams. Vitality taking a bit more of the older approach, I would say, to the map, but still performing to an excellent level. And they've anticipated this pistol.
It's a 5-player stack. It's a squeeze occurring though, but held down by Leaf. Okay, Ghost in hand. Sure work at Durka. Up through the gut though. Vitality not willing to slow down, but they are walking up into a few of these players, and there's that damage done. Yeah, full line into the salvos. There's nowhere to hide, nowhere to run if you are Kicks. They drop down, but there's that deep push out, but honestly, might be too little too late.
Vitality are going to need something incredible. It would be this guy on the flank here.
Leaf.
Safe.
Okay.
Catches onto Leaf. Now there's going to be pressure behind. His head's got to be turned from Jonah. I know, they take the aggressive option instead, actually. Dominating waterfall control in a 4v2, but getting pinched from both ends.
Definitely one option for you. Jorgamo whips his way around to the corner and turning alongside it. It's clean movement. Brings it to a 1v2 though. Definitely winnable for Safe into this spot, and he's managed to creep forwards past line of sight angles. Trent just jiggling. He knows the win cons. He's running away because he's got the salvos back online. As soon as he hears that first tap, he knows he's going to be able to deny. It's all to play with and all to work with. Safe still. Rocking a hard place is how I described it earlier. Don't think it was for him in particular, but it does mean that G2 going to be able to steal away here. Pistol round. Steal probably the wrong term to use as well. They were looking like they were in control from beginning to end, to be honest.
They certainly were. It was Leaf that opened it. The guy that looked like he came online in the midst of Bind. Found that dominant performance, the form again, that just looks so scary. We've seen outrageous Lotus defense plays. Usually on defense, to be honest, with him being able to find the timings to push out. But here on the attack side, grabs the opener with the Ghost. And that's G2 winning an important pistol. I say important though, Vitality won both of them on Bind. The Des were talking about it, both of the pistols and the bonuses, and G2 still came out the win in OT.
Yeah.
G2 could not win a single pistol against the game they played with EDG. 6 out of 6 went to Edward Gaming. It has been an area they've been struggling a little bit, despite their great rifle performances.
Definitely so. It's like playing Valorant on hard mode. No pistol round win, don't snowball. Keep the momentum going with ultimates, with potential weaponry as well.
You see here Jorgamo trying to get information over towards C. He's using a jump peek technique here. Now drone finds 2 of them.
Lost 2.
Trying to trigger out a trap play. Jorg playing way ahead of the rest of his team. Okay. Just because he's always got the opportunity to escape. He doesn't pull the escape lever. He does end up going down. But I think he's generated an advantage for his team that they should be able to convert. But you'll see a lot of this. If Vitality have got trap plays around the map, Jorgamo goes in first to try to defuse it. And that's one of the reasons, honestly, that he's got such bad first death per round stats.
Sure.
Is because he's playing the bomb defusal agent.
I mean, he's the sacrificial lamb. They send it him, they sacrifice him, and they hope they win the round. Usually ends up being the case here. Vitality have got players tucked down onto the side, and that's a good Paranoia at that, and a good swing on top of it. Opening picks found, but these players are weak as anything, and that Marshall in the hands of Leaf will make it look filthy. Still, Guardian, anything could happen, especially if they line up just right. Kicks, smoke off to the side, but we're safe falling. Exchanging the weaponry, trade hands multiple times over the course of this round, yet still, it's G2 on top with 3 players living.
Not quite where Kix wanted the smoke to go. He couldn't get an angle where you could tap and make it really feel believable. G2 still had that line of sight from tree. Doing a little bit of damage though to G2's economy, making the bonus round a tad worse. It's been a hot minute since we've seen a G2 bonus though.
I know.
They've just been struggling with the pistols so much in a lot of their matches here.
Here's a skirmish for you, potentially at least. What to lead with a rubble fight.
It's also another opportunity where you can just send Jorgen, or Jorgen Valin, both, because they have the opportunity to escape.
Kicks. He's gone up top. Hold on.
They don't
Flash
know.
into the face. They don't know at all. I mean, either side just unaware of the fact that he was perched up onto the high ground. Valin,
There.
quick to make himself known to Vitality, and that's a rifle handed over on top of it. And the shot is good. He's backing away, Durka. Couple of cheeky peeks himself, and Jorg, like we said, he's got the gate crash, so gets information, gets out.
Leafs pushed himself into an aggressive position. Loves lurking on this map.
Chat, I'm
Always
back.
got to try to keep an eye on where he is. Calling
I actually gave my, I just gave my kid a bath.
Still out wide.
So now
It's all
I
less to do the most into
gave
that
him a
spot.
bath.
Trade is instantaneous here by G2.
put some lotion, dressed him up, but we're not gone yet, so
Not
he has to
necessarily
drink
dealt
milk
with
before
as
we
well.
go. G2 want a pistol? Let's go.
For the G2 players and
Excuse me.
in this spot, Dirk,
Yeah, so the
especially
wife is gonna
for
give him some milk and then dress him up, and when he's ready to go, she's gonna text me, and then we're gonna drive him to daycare.
Massive impact in these kind of rounds.
So sorry that I'm missing a bit
Has been able to
of this
call on
chat.
their attack side around
Just
Durka.
the
We haven't really
the
been saying
nature
his
of being a
name
dad in
anywhere near
esports.
as much as I was expecting. And it's not because, in my opinion,
oh, and they're
he's having a bad
about to win
performance.
bonus.
I think it's because Valen's finding these gaps, these openings, to try to abuse Vitality's defensive setups. If you think back to Bind, the amount that they were just hammering B, XX with huge amounts of util, but Durka's playing the floater and couldn't quite get in position for early fights. Here, I mean, what is going
I
on
don't know.
at this point?
It's a weird round, isn't it?
It is very strange, actually, because if you're gonna do some kind of re-clear over towards rubble, you'd expect there to be a lot
Sarah,
of
they're not.
util used
Do you not have
some
VIP
way,
here?
somewhat
hell?
to help Kix. In theory, that should just be a instant death from Kix when he takes that teleport. They must have thought that there wasn't a chance Valen could be across. Don't know how they
Okay,
were
so
that
they saved 2
confident.
weapons. They're buying through this, even though
Leafs got
G2 won a
almost staring
bonus.
into 3 people with light
So this
armor.
is still a pretty
Another
decent buy
Leaf
somehow for Vitality.
Bottom line though, Less will have to respect it.
Safe
Forced
has light
to.
armor.
Okay. Walls in his face though, so safe. As long as he doesn't open himself up too wide here, should be safe. And a bit of B presence, posturing here by G2. Make sure you
The
can
timing's missed though.
vacuum
This
up
is
the
a
ops.
this is a good position that you currently have from Leaf. The
Vitality
only
needs
thing
to
is that they
do
already
some
used
hunt the lurker kind
the
of protocol.
drone on
Here
this
they go.
side.
Oh, wow, okay,
Oh, well,
Jonah
that-
B, no worries at all, man. Steady hand, steady aim.
That will change everything.
Shooter to home was going to be dealt with.
Yo, what's up, Freeze? How's it going?
Too late on that, or too early, I suppose you could say, but exactly as the rest of G2 were crossing behind.
They lost. I was wondering where the smokes were here from Valen. He's a little bit too far out to help. That's why.
It's an onslaught that's gonna be
So use it
taking
for
him.
drop. They have a wall to look
Down to
heaven. They have a lurk in this side too. Good trade-off. There's got to be another save though. The kick scoring for this is not a good idea.
Upgrade onto the floor, and he's going to be receiving the rifle on top of it, but kicks with the smoke in.
Wait.
He's running rings around them. He's already
Good
found
idea
the
now. It's a
smoke
2v2.
TP cuts it.
And I could maybe pick up a gun on the way too. No, he's not. They're both in sight.
He's done enough to potentially get this round win for Vitality. He's brought it to a 2 versus 2.
Still have the paranoia to work off as well. Could hit both of these players in
That was a crazy gamble by Kicks, but he made it work.
Open door.
Now they have snake bite on top of that,
What's the combo play?
and paranoia.
Splitting up for the time being. Paranoia, that's a double blind. Nearsighted as both of them. They're just trying to cut sound cues away. keep a series of unknowns into the play, but
Jonah P playing around doors is always so good, but he's playing against Les, sorry. And thankfully, Les does not get a clutch moment this time around.
He still had aftershock and stun to play off the back of.
That was very big.
They're expecting
Very
Jonah
big
to
from
be
Jonah.
cowering, playing the supportive breach style. No, I must use my util. I must wait for them to tap. Jonah, no.
It is a big question. It is quite questionable why they went on left side of the box for sure.
Holding an angle at the end. His aim's been great this tournament.
I guess they felt they were safe. There was a vice wall placed at that spot at the box from Leaf.
Don't know whether we announced it, but Jonah P is going to be doing the champs intro this year.
That's so sick. Let me start off my car because it's snowing outside pretty badly.
Just the overall attitude.
So I want to start a defroster.
The thing is, Vitality are the same way. Whenever we've listened to the Vitality comms, Safe is always, you know, doing some kind of tune or hyping up his team, smiling, laughing.
I think that's what you get out of a lot of teams in our top 4, at least now, is that cold confidence. If the going gets rough, they're never quite worried. I mean, the going is definitely not rough right now for G2. They're leading 4-0 and leading the series 1-0. But I think both of these teams have got that in common. That just trait underlying that they are always capable, and they know themselves that they can win a map, even if it's going poorly for them.
While we've got an eco around here, well, actually, there's going to be a potential skirmish over towards A Rubble. So let's take a look at this first of all, and then I'll tell you my little anecdote.
Yeah. I'm ready for it. If this is a terrible fight, you should just go and just start talking, mate. Just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're not really taking the engagement here. Durka, though, has forced up a Vandal, a Bulldog. Might be looking to try to force the issue just a little bit. It's so difficult to get past Leaf, though, when he has the Outlaw in this spot.
Deep smoke. He just spotted it. Barely a shoulder, and Leaf's out of there, man.
He saves the bullet as well.
He knows that there's danger in the air. Oh my god! Just reacts off to the side, but wasn't expecting that one. And okay, Sheriff, quick work.
Wait, no.
My goodness!
Where's he pulled that from?
I fucking hate Les with the Sheriff. I 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 love Les. He's so good.
Leaf was calling for help. Just to clear kicks. And in the scramble, they forgot. They forgot about Les. They thought they dodged this guy when he got exported to EMEA this year. Now he's back to haunt the Americas players.
30 seconds left.
Down to Jorgamo. He's going to go walkabouts here, but oh my. Swarmed quickly.
Oh, dude, man, he's just too good.
Yeah.
It's a MasterCard Thrifty. We gotta see it. What happened there? Leaf's thinking about it for a moment, and then as he walks into kicks, Les walks up. Oh my. Oh. The first and third kill are close enough to be one shots.
He Sheris. Headshot Sheris, like four bullets out of 5.
From Valen. How has he done that?
That's what you get from Les. Just talking about it prior. That undefinable element of just, I don't know, being ice cold, I guess.
Insane.
Every round's winnable, they know it. A lot of util, though, is going to be expended.
Thankfully, there's still a lot of money for G2 because they converted bonus and also round 4 and round 5 anti-eco.
Flashed and stunned into salvos.
Or sorry, bonus, round 4 anti-eco, round 5 gun round.
Eddie up safe. There's going to be a wall in his face. Who's next? On a tap off instinct. As soon as he hears the ult pop, though, he knows that, okay, well, there's a bit of danger here. One's going to be used to slow them all the way down. And Jorgo's just hoping and hunting for a bit of information, but he's missed a B main player. And if he wants to go for this one,
there's no fault line to help him this time around. He didn't clear the main, dude.
Paves away.
A rare, also a very rare unorganized moment for the fault line for Jogimo's ult that they usually are very good at doing. He got read and punished a bit in their game last time. Who was it against? I think it was against Vitality themselves, right?
G2,
No, it was against EDG. When EDG just understood that type of combo and they denied that right away. Yet they're doing a lot of damage here to get map control, which is very good. All four of them are caught in this, but they can play shorty inside the pit, which is fine. Dude. Whoa! What just happened?
How the hell have they done this? They forced Trex into
Jonah just got 2 kills with the ghost.
Slice the taps, no bullets left. He needs to try and find
And a shorty kill on the other side of the pit. Now they got salvos too. Bro, Jonah P is amazing. Jonah P, once again, amazing as hell.
Fights in the middle of the pit. They just went perfectly for G2. Jonah walked out, took a swing, pushes his shoulder up against the wall, and spots 2 heads perfectly lined up.
Right here, a small mistake there.
On the other side of
But look at
things,
this.
jump through
2
the
guys
pit,
dying
but
inside the pit.
manages
The
to
pit
find
goes
the
down.
This is a 2v.
Oh my god, he collided too with a
The
ghost.
first death to a nade. That's unlucky. And then look at that lineup.
And then that kill from Trent when the pit was going down. That's the best time you could ask for on where their players were with the pit coming down. That is so nice by G2. They'll take it back. We'll take it back.
Been able to get off to a lightning hot start.
Yeah, Jonah P is definitely my favorite player
Good, you don't slow down.
to
And
watch.
they're getting everything.
Yeah.
Every kind of coin flip fight is going their direction. The spams through the smoke.
They've been passing around the horseshoe.
It feels like it. Take down Vitality, you got to be good, and sometimes I guess you got to be a little lucky. And G2, they're looking on fire right now.
Got both. Re-exploration by less instant.
I'm gonna keep one headphone off my ear just in case my wife yells at me instead of texting me.
And bodies dropped, toppled.
They are destroying the EMEA representatives here in the first round of the playoffs. This is not like bind a back and forth affair. This is destruction. Yeah. This is them flexing the superior power of their composition.
And so
as
far,
well.
Willow, if you hear,
And
the fact
also
that Vitality doesn't have an op right now is just how
making a
good
difference in the IGL department.
G2 has been at keeping the economy low
It's credit to
for Vitality through all these
Not seen
rounds.
that at any
Because even
point
if you
so
have a
far this
30 from
year.
Vitality,
A
like
reminder
after
this
that,
team is 6-0
look at the buy
since
after.
forming.
right
This
now,
version of
maybe this might be the
Vitality
saving
super team.
grace, right?
If G2 are able to close this out,
Going to another couple
they're
of
looking good
bonuses, if
for
they're
it.
able to get enough money to get Durka and op,
Vitality's first
maybe
loss
that could
of the
happen.
year. The first loss with this roster, with Durka and Les joining the team. Many others have tried. Top teams, top IGLs. It's taken something pretty special today to put the pressure onto them and make it seem like a possibility.
Now I can't even save that weapon either.
Vitality have come back from scorelines like this before, though. I believe it was map 3 against DRX, where they were down something like 6-2 and had to recover, ran it all the way back. So they need to get back on the board early on. Their only round so far is that triple headshot play from Les.
The caliber of players, you're going to get plays like that occasionally, but the trouble is you just need a bit extra against G2 because it's a strategy. They've got them matched.
Well, the 2 top performing players for Vitality in this tournament so far have been Durka and Trex. They only have 2 kills between them. Here, Durka flies forward with one of only 2 hero rifles, trying to make the difference.
Showstopper will be huge here.
Okay, pulls out the O's and somehow
What a stop.
still gets away
And
with
still
a
gets
pick.
a molly kill from Leaf.
Ridiculous.
The entire premise of that
And
fight
that
with
was,
G2 was
look
just,
how
okay,
where
we're
that
gonna
where that
refight
went.
the posture,
He got the
we're
kill
gonna hit
here.
ult. We're going to exit out. We don't want to commit into it.
There had to be like util around here that did some damage onto Cakes trying to fall back.
And they waste the showstopper completely. They have taken 30 seconds in the round.
Wall's a little
And
bit
if they
different
head
here.
over here towards the C site. It's got some of the Vice util and
See
one of
that
the
you go
hero
through this
rifles.
and then you start razor fighting this and then hopefully you have other util right after to follow up.
Made the most of it with his crosshair placement and precision. It's the name of the game for a
So
player
that's
like
something
him.
they're gonna have to keep an eye on for Vitality here.
Found it potentially even footing for his team to walk into this, but not quite in the gun category.
This
and-
flank is huge here from Durka.
Okay, well, leave.
Buying time for Durka's flank.
That's the important thing.
Trying to flip the map.
Durka
Big
wrapped
fight over Valen around the corner. It's a 1v1 around the corner.
Get open access, and yes, he does. So leave falls, save.
There you go. Dude, these guys with sheriffs.
2 rounds on the board for Vitality. Both off the back of triple.
Yo, since
sheriff
when did the
shots.
GC Sheriff transfer over to
The Durka flank,
Bangkok?
though, was expertly orchestrated, and Vitality looked more in control in that round after dropping kicks, despite the fact it is still the MasterCard Thrifty coming through. If these are the rounds that Vitality are getting, it's still going to be a very difficult battle out here. How do they manage to even get this kill in? They just did so much damage. Kicks slow to be able to escape. Already took the damage from the salvo. But it's Vitality still who come away with the round.
This
Great
is
shots
insane,
from
dude.
Safe.
That's beautiful.
God damn!
And that's what you get with this Vitality team. They've been crafted. It's a bespokely built team for trophies, accolades, titles. Despite the fact that they've got their eyes on the prize, which is champs itself. That is a fast beginning by G2. Eager to take control towards B main and even.
All right, Chad, I'll be right back. My
Now going in towards
my wife
C.
says that Daniel's ready to go to daycare.
That one, he backs
So I'm gonna
away,
drive him to
shooting up.
daycare, and I'll be back as soon as possible. I apologize, but we'll be back probably in like 20 minutes.
G2 are not planning
But
to
I'll
do
leave this
something
going.
quick on
Please
the early
keep me
round.
updated until when I get back. Bye-bye. See you in a bit.
They're going to find it more difficult.
Bait and switch by Vitality. Leaf's gonna hear the jump spot. He thinks it's just the one. Still.
Do not want to give away a sound cue here.
There's thorns, detted, there's spam coming your way, and a wall's dropped down, but luckily, Kix has provided
They're
that
fighting
smoke
Mount.
prior.
Ren, they're about to fight Mount off the horn. No, they decided to back it up.
The difficult one. Is the wall going to be popped open? Somehow Leaf wins out that fight. There's options mounting up. Here for G2, they could take it into many different directions here, but they set the sights over towards C with only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and Vitality still have 3 players here. A
Still
Vice
guarded.
ultimate, Fade ult.
Here's the difficulty. How the hell do you chew through this? You can't exactly bide your time and wait this one out. Got to try and just send it. Take the fight anyway. Pistols in hand and the timing has been caught. And right there, you're in the shadow arm at that point, Valen. Not ready for the fight that's going to be coming your way. Less. Drex safe, all being bought that time to play into the site. And with the Nightfall hot on their heels, Jonah P is forced to try and get that plant down. And you got to win that one out. Drop down with a spike in their laps. This is a Vitality round, all sealed up nice and pretty.
They are starting to come back into this game. Crucially, Durka and Kix having control over Rubble gave them the right defensive read on what was going on. And also, we were kind of focused on the A Rubble reclear from Leaf, but at the same time, they were thinking about going for a double fight. They had Safe and Less grouped up with a Haunt over the top, thinking that they wanted to go for a Mount reclear. When the Haunt got broken, Vitality called it off. If they'd gone for that, they might have lost the round outright then and there. And instead, they had the patience to hold on, keep the stack on the C site, and win it out through good macro play.
Vitality able to drag themselves ever so close to potentially evening up this half.
This round though, Vitality not controlling Rubble. Looking over towards Mound instead. So Kix is going to inform the stack over towards B and A.
The refight flash, but well, they're way ahead of it, aren't they? Oh my god, there's defense necessary, and it was ordered up onto a platter. Less is happy to oblige, and that sees his perfection in motion. Safe, happy to slam it down, but caught. Reload out into the open. There was no defense. There's no correction for that one here. It's an open A side with a plan going down now for Valen.
Leafs on the backstab too. Nobody with tracks to try to clear this.
Pocket to play in.
Ideally, you want to go and clear over towards Rubble to start this retake.
Rolling Thunder cuts this one up. It's for Leaf to potentially take a peek and fight out towards stairs. Wins it out. It's labored, it's precarious, but he plays his life in the end because he sees it and hears it. Trex in his face. It's a necessary one, but he's causing a distraction and the backstab play. This is off the charts with the game IQ. It's buying time and win con possibilities for Valen, but he's just one man. 31 health. Leaf needs to win these ones out. Clearance, it's all about the timing, and takes the peak with the smoke in play. Kicks are sticking all the way. Spam of the run and gun just does not save you.
Great defense from Trex. He played that situation just as well as Leaf did. Waited, did not take a 1v1, pushed Leaf back as far as he possibly could. Both of them playing their life, and as soon as Trex realized that it was a bad fight that he was getting lured into, he calls for the rest of the team to accelerate on the retake and instead go towards site, put that Omen smoke down, start the defuse inside of it. This is now 3 rounds in a row that Vitality have got, and they are back in the game.
Nice! Nice! Let's go, guys. Let's go.
And the biggest reason that Vitality are back into this one is because they've been able to lock down one of the sides. A couple of rounds ago, round 9, we saw them hold with Durka and Kix over towards Rubble. Round 10, we see Kix alone holding Mount, allowing the whole of the rest of the team to stack the other side of the map. It makes such a huge difference if they have the macro defense set up. G2 have got to do a slightly better job of being able to push these players back. And now as they go for this early round map control, they're going to be meeting Durka with an operator who is having a slow map right now, 2 and 8. I was giving credit earlier on to Valen for being able to call around Durka. I feel like at this point he actually has had a lot of these opportunities to get involved and he's just not quite found his moment.
Struggling.
Bearing in mind he was coming into this looking like the best player in the world.
He might just get his time in the sun here and now. Guess what? A lot of bodies waiting for him on the other side of these barriers. As we already said, he's got the big boy gun.
Jorg has a Yoru ult, which is really difficult to op against.
TB forwards. Oh my, perfect peek there from Kix. As soon as the Hordes lay it down on top of it and gets out scot-free. Triple walk-up Vitality. 3 players on towards the C site for G2. Need kills, I think, to make this one a bit more winnable. And Durka, it's not one to over-peek. It's an off angle, just being held in case there is that walk-up.
I mean, what's the timing on the haunt here? Prowler sets him up.
Takes a peek. Takes the peek and takes the shot! Almost takes 2 of them out for it.
On the seas.
Oh my!
Oh, that's so good from Trex and Durka.
You wanted to see more from him. You're getting it here and now. He's tearing G2 to pieces.
There's nothing that Trent can do to salvage this one. Vitality needed that.
Vitality are raring to go. They want to set this guy up for another one. Why not?
4 in the round from Durka, 1 away from a showstopper, and a 5th on the board. Vitality doing such a good job of getting back in the game. And G2 tripping over themselves a little bit here. I think in this round, once Kix gets the opening kill against Jorgamo, you could kind of have a bit of a read of, all right, well, we know that the Omen is not posted up towards Rubble. What if we try to accelerate the lurk on the A side of the map? And instead, they just stick to their guns over here. But Durka's so aggro. He disrespects Util so often with his op. He's an incredibly tough player to play against. They're going to do the same again.
Incredibly well orchestrated. Dimensional Drift, though, is one thing. And it's going to be spotting out 1, 2 players here. Fault line's going to be coming through. Exiting early. Kix has broken his bloody ankles. It's up to the rest of G2 to see if they can do a bit more with this one. And Leaf does return with that 1 kill. Armageddon. Lay it down a little bit prior. It's going to be wasted, though. Trent not getting too much done with that one.
That is so sick. Kix just TikToked him. He just
Yeah, he really
absolutely owned him. Safe though, go for a bit of a re-exploration here. They lost a lot of information over on the A side of the map, so Safe wants to pick some back up.
And right into his prime sightlines. Perfect timing with all that mid-round information that he gathered. He got a bit more than that, didn't he, though? Not just information. Kills, bodies toppling on the side of G2, and it leaves it just down to the 2, Trent and Leaf. They have the easier side to get themselves into. Kix will at least be forced to respect a bit of this util.
30 seconds left.
That sound cue's made, and now Stampede going to be occurring. Pit lay it down, why not? Might as well just throw everything into the mix to try and win this 1 round out. Up through, snake bite, and Trent spam down, sprayed down, snake bite of his own. Leaf could be a miracle worker, but my God, how the hell do you tangle with this one? It's a Pit versus Pit. Heavy blight now, lay it down over towards the C site. Decay damage to pocket the play in. Players highlighted reload ordered, and Kix eager to chase him down. We end this one at 6-6. Vitality, they pull off absolute heroics to make it even here.
What a magical comeback. What a sick outplay from Kix towards the end. Destroys Jorg. But the story of this is Vitality getting themselves back from 6-1.
Red Bull. gives you wings.
Is this where you keep your heart? Locked up and broken apart. Let me in where you're gone. You suffered enough, it's clear. And if we hold down through the good times and the bad, we'll make it home. And if we stay strong, we can get there, we can rise above it all. So kiss me. Tell me what you can do now.
A strong beginning for G2, but an even stronger finish to that first half of Lotus. Vitality just coming out swinging, bringing it 6-6. As you mentioned, Josh, it was 6-1 at some point. And you got to give all the credit in the world here to an individual like Safe, to be honest. The calling was just phenomenal, but on an individual basis as well, being able to step up, dispelling some of the narratives that potentially were chasing him heading into this event.
And heading into this match, like I said, he was the lowest ACS player at the event coming into this game. And there are so many questions floating around Safe because he dominates regionally, and then he hasn't really been able to translate that into success at LAN. A lot of his teams have fallen off once they got to the biggest stage at the global events. And here, dispelling any choking narratives, being able to revive himself, revive the team as the leader and get back into things. What kind of pistol is he going to call here? They're looking to take a bit of mount control.
Oh, he's taking a bullet to the brain.
Trying to set himself up to be the win condition. But they've got double lurkers. Safe and less. Both detected, and G2 are not biting on this. A lot of the pressure was coming through on Mound, but with there being double lurkers, they're pretty convinced it's not going to be a 3-player exec into C. They're leaving Valen alone there.
2 stray shots. Catching onto less, excuse me. Orbs up. This is Vitality trying to fake. Potentially like the lurker still coming through, but the rest of the team straight back at it. Oh, Trent just sees it.
Oh, damn, we finished at a 6-6 half, chat. Let's go.
Reveals a hand here for Vitality. And
DT, can you get me chips and nachos, please?
See if they can draw something out of Jorg or Jonah.
Players aren't budging though, not for now.
I mean,
okay, Durka.
it might not be a fake if Durka realizes there's no one here.
Not committing, he's got so much space. Here.
Wait, DT, are you ordering the groceries again?
Why not? Following the tailwind, because he's got so
Okay, they're going for a very late hit for Vitality.
to see if he can contain and
Walk
maintain
contact now
composure.
spotted, but look at this double lurk. There's no way here that Leaf stays alive.
The sight, and there's an angle here. It's a heavy lick. Durka gives him straight to the side of the head. He's going for more, man. Re-exploration. These timings that Durka's taking.
The thing is like, this is huge. He had to waste his paranoia to just try to push Durka away, so he doesn't have it for the front door here.
They threw it out. Just gets caught onto the corner there. There's 3 players.
And this position from Les, perfect.
For a bit of a bloodbath now, out towards it.
All this is so good here for Vitality. They should win this pistol.
Trying to be cheeky with it. The shots rattled off. Fire's going to be exchanged. G2, though, are the ones who are slowly edging this one out. Jonah P onto the defuse.
Wait.
Not even getting a half, but surely trust defense necessary. A reload by
Stuck
Trex.
reloading too.
Spam and stray shots to go his way.
Oh, and that just didn't hit. Dude, another clutch that Trex can't get, dude. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Pistols going the way of G2 here. What a turnaround, what a difference compared to buying.
Dude, G2's getting the most important pistol so far. Ordering some milk and other stuff, nice. You know what? I'll take Pizza Pops. I have Pizza Pops upstairs, which I'm probably gonna have for lunch.
Eventually, G2's pack mentality.
How did Trex whiff all those shots? Unfortunately, he was way too nervous on that 1v2.
And the spike goes down. Durka forces up an outlaw, but doing this one a lot. G2 should have the read. 4 players by
The hell's a Pizza Pop, dude? Pillsbury Pizza Pops. Pillsbury Pizza Pops. Google that. It's way better than a pizza pocket.
There's a lot of the danger around.
Because the bread it uses is pretty much like pastry, and it's so good.
Stays is welcome. Cuts up towards Rubble, and you're going to be very much alone when you're pressing forwards like that. Looking to potentially defend the gun. The Guardian was dropped down. Too late for that, though.
And if you allow Durka to get too many, he's going to be looking up.
Oh. Chat, did my stream just die?
I'm sure they're all just taking it nice and slow and steady.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, we didn't miss too much.
Thankfully they are.
All good.
Here's a little smoke.
Okay, well, it wasn't just me. We didn't miss that kill, though. That's good. That's good map control. Now they know guarantee the hits coming towards A site, but you could still always late pivot for a split into B site.
Considering that they pushed all the way out through Mount.
But opening this door now confirms that it's or all baby door or all coming in and split towards A. So they have a perfect rotate coming in for G2 right here. Great delay to allow players to come through. Salvo's not available anymore. And there's that flank. Spike down. Beautiful. 2v1. Kix has Guardian, though. And Kix is good on a clutch. Not this time around. What do you mean, nope? What do you mean, nope on a Pillsbury Pizza Pop, DT? You think that you think that a McCain Pizza Pocket is better than the Pillsbury Pizza Pop? You are out of your mind. When you come to Canada, I'm gonna have you taste a fucking Pillsbury Pizza Pop. And I'm gonna fucking change your mind. Change your mind, blow your mind, whatever mind you want.
It's probably a good idea for someone else to drop him a Phantom, but
oh, word.
look at how rough this bonus round is. Yeah.
Dude, I'm just very antsy. I'm trying to see a G220. I'm trying to see G20. I apologize, DT. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm turning into esports Doug here, just being very angry.
G2 playing a bit of a pack system over towards B, leaning A, trying to drive people into Leaf, and that is where Vitality are going.
Oh boy, here it is. Time to shine, son.
Got the 140.
Step up to the mark, and he's not shy, is he? Still,
Les is just too good in these wide swings, man. But he also got hit by 140, to be honest. But if anything, he's still so good.
By G2, Trex just catches wind of it, backs himself away. Put a bit of a wedge in through the middle of the map, and Vitality are forced to slow it down and re-clear it.
If door opens up, they can't stall. They can't stall plant.
Balin's made the right call here.
Walkabouts again. Nice and active. See if Safe
Oh no, this is free kills. Free kills for Safe. He's got a stinger though, unfortunately. So cannot get as free as kills. They tried to see Salvo, doesn't work.
Like you said, 30 seconds time. Running against them here, giving up a lot of space. It's a angle off to the side, and Jonah B's looking all over the bloody place. Trent
doesn't have salvos, he just used them.
Cuts Durka straight out the picture. 15 seconds. Vitality got to get a move on.
Any paranoia? No paranoias. That saves the round right there. The Razor Vines thrown by Safe. They run the clock down enough. Double Razor Vines. Now they could set up here for post plant.
Surely not as ideal. I mean, he's
3, 2, 1.
now for Safe. Join them. In hands,
Oh,
but listen,
that's a huge kill.
Right back through the wall and more. Through the top needs to be a defense. Oh, Jog is hitting absolute waldies.
Trex does not get another clutch.
Oh my!
Oh, the converted bonus.
It's filthy work, man.
So much damage done at the start of the round. In some sense, it's picture perfect the way that they deal with Leaf's Outlaw, because they allow the two players with full armor to tank it. But that drops everybody, like, the two players with full armor are then on 10 HP, and you're trying to convert with a player advantage, but with a health disadvantage, and once more getting chipped down by G2.
Round like that, I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard the audience grow.
It's very similar to the pistol, where Vitality get themselves into a good position but can't hold on in the post plan. G2's been
turn into Con, just
very slow,
smack it on my gum.
Very controlled. I wouldn't be wanting to end B if I was Vitality, but they're going to send it again on the eco. Very classic play.
Outlaws rattled off, fired off. Jonah P.
Jonah's really good at the spot. They don't really stop him. They don't really stop him at that spot.
It's too easy when you play like that into the hands of G2.
The pressure, the squeeze is on Vitality now. It's almost identical to the first half. G2, they've won the pistol.
They almost need to swing. If they want to swing like that, I feel like they have to go with like the raise. Sorry, the Vise flash. So like let's say this is the wall, and this is the POV, right? So this is Jonah's gun, and he's watching towards back sight, and this is the entrance over here, right? So this is the wall, this is the wall, and these are the boxes that I see, right? So they need to flash this. They need to Omen TP across this and swing off this.
How do you find a way back in? I mean, for the first half,
or hell, just Paranoia with the flash too, just to like try to get out of the line. You need a double flash to entry.
Demonic with the sheriffs in hand.
Because just one flash is not enough, unless it's Paranoia.
He's got his head in his hands at the moment, but he's started creeping up the scoreboard a little bit. He's 10 and 13. They're gonna need him to be entering. Like
Yeah, maybe one Paranoia is good enough. If they Omen Paranoia into door and TP across and swing across for the rest, it could work. Durka's tilting, you think?
First kill after first kill after first kill.
It is annoying when you don't have like a real answer, especially when you looks like they strung in the last 5 rounds of the first half and then just don't have an answer on their defense or on their attack rather.
And that double map veto advantage, it might feel like a long way off, but if you're either of these two teams, you're wanting to get to the grand finals and you want to get there through the upper bracket.
Yeah, so we're gonna get a G2 EDG.
A massive map pool problem.
Huge. It's going to be on their minds. And a vital
Are they afraid of this?
vitality.
Yes, they are. They smoked it. He stays in it just to try to bait it so that Jogamo could come out. Oh, beautiful by Durka to clear that.
Crosshair placement wasn't quite ideal for Jogamo to take that one, but you're absolutely right, Josh. I mean, Durka, the hospital flick is what it looked like, but definitely adjusted in time. Here's a showstopper. Let's loose and finds a body. Leaf, there's no retreat from that one, and my God!
Yo, is it going to take a Durka ace again?
Every time Vitality get into a timeout, Josh, and you ask for more, you ask for that step up from Durka, he's ready to shut you up.
He did the same thing on Bind, didn't he? Where he needed to come alive, and he instantly responded with a phenomenal round.
It's Durka
He's
time.
just done it again. It's not the same level of consistency necessarily that we've seen from him earlier in the year, but he's there in big moments to help Vitality muscle through. He's going hunting again, seeing if he can get up to another showstopper.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And any kind of damage here is decent, safe, unless still have a little bit of money.
Yeah, what's up, Dubs? Long time.
More than 2 rifles. They're gonna be fine. And you're not worried about doing stuff like building up the Rolling Thunder. Jonah P's already got that one online. Yeah. 7th for Vitality, getting it on the board. Really very precise entry. And then the Haunt catching Leaf.
That was an unfortunate miss there by Trent.
Questions were asked of him.
Now Jonah P is coming into the next round, Brent, with an Odin. And that's going to apply a lot of pressure to anybody that tries to lurk over.
Yo, I'm missing it.
Les has been doing this quite a lot. I saw him start the round.
Yo, Dubs, thanks so much for the resub, brother.
The rest of his team.
Thanks for supporting my OnlyFans.
You get to draw blood. You want to try and take the fight forwards, but Jordan was the one going to be backing away. Bit of a retreat. Goal hopefully to pull some util out. Force Vitality to clear out towards Mound, which
You got attack side wall. So I'm assuming you're crunching a lot on B and C to start.
Re-clear over towards Rubble and push Val and Jonah P away. It's tough.
Yeah, I wake up for these, dude. I wake up for these.
Jonah P is going to be trying to spam it. To be honest, he's running a little short of bullets, though. He'll be able to do one wave of heavy spam, and then this Odin's going to be more of a liability.
Attempt to pre-fire onto that space.
This confirms now.
On top of it. So Joel gets the info. He spots out less.
He's like, oh, wait, let me just back up. There's a lot of people here. And it doesn't have TP anymore, so...
That's unbelievable.
Surely they don't clear Leaf this time. Oh, they are clearing him. But it starts with a flash. What a nice flash. 2v2, 2 for 2, you'll take it. Because now you have double ult here for delay and pulse plant. Oh, you flood with this. They can't flood it.
There is no safety. You cannot survive that one. It's an onslaught coming your way, and G2.
There's a safe, but there's no safety.
Play it with pack mentality.
Think Vise is good in solo queue? I think you can play anything in solo queue.
Give them the space.
If you have the mentality to not care about what your teammates will bitch you about, then you just play what you gotta play.
Might be all on Durka to this point. Nightfall expended. Aftershock into the side. Durka draws blood.
Nice. Muffles all the sound so that Durka gets this pick. Oh, they're gonna win this round.
With the other, and leaves it down to Jonah P. Bit of spam. Odin, not the weapon of choice.
What a nice push from Durka through spawn.
But how the hell did you even get into there? You just
That was
can't
nice.
cross past them.
These are the two players
That was very, very nice
that were struggling
from
to get
Durka.
started on Lotus. They were like 1-8 or something to start the map. And now winning those clutches, playing those situations really beautifully. The aggression, I mean, the trade out through Mound is great because G2's plan was a pretty solid one. Very tricky. You see what it means there to Vitality.
Let's go, Faded.
Careful with the PC.
Trust me, I've been abusing this desk. The monitors, they've been struggling to hold up. Don't want to be banging around a little bit too much, but Vitality being in this spot, I mean, listen, they're going to be casting their minds back not too far away, first half of this.
Yeah, exactly the same as the first half of Lotus. They were able to make the adjustments and they came out on top. Or at least they drew it level. I suppose I shouldn't say they came out on top. It was a 6-6 half, which would mean OT would be on the horizon here, just as it was on Bind. I don't think that that's an unrealistic expectation. I think it is possible for Vitality.
I wasn't too sure about the Armageddon and the Rolling Thunder, and you're not flooding in with it. I guess there was good counter util coming out from Vitality that threw towards Waterfall that allowed for the G2 players to come in. That's my only reasoning that I could think of.
Eventually getting that rematch against EDG. I know they're
If not, like I said, I would have liked
hoping for it, but
canceling
Vitality
the plant
are a different beast.
with one of the ults, probably the Armageddon,
Need to be, honest, to even just be
and then play the Flood
top four here
retake
in
with the Rolling
Bangkok.
Thunder.
They
Give a
themselves
chance here for your teammates to like kind of set up
out for EMEA in this
on
tournament.
spawn in Waterfall.
It's going to be a triple fight from G2 over towards Mound. They've tried a bunch of different Mound fights. What's different here? Looking to try to take the engagement instead of tuck somebody behind
One
the
more
box.
player as well. Valence joined them.
Well, it's one more player until Leaf starts trickling off. Can't stay here too long.
Panel broken. Ready to util. Potentially clear them out towards Mounds. Vitality.
I do like this though from G2. Early pressure over towards Mound. Make it feel like you're fighting that one on defense. And instead, the
Play full
stack
retake,
is
eh?
now re-exploring B. They could hunt the lurker here.
Yeah.
Or are they just following the noise? It feels more like they're just trying to follow the noise and flood defend.
Still a minute roughly into the round here for Vitality to get the squeeze onto these G2 players. It's a slow burn, as you said.
Look at the call.
So they called out, they timing all the gate crashes from Jogimo.
We're putting up the most resistance.
Very good.
They leave safe on A.
Safe will be hunting, hoping. Can potentially get that pick.
30
Meanwhile,
seconds
primed and ready to pounce. That's Vitality.
There's a paranoia here, and Leaf could open the door if he's feeling particularly bold. Safe gets away with it. They're going back into him.
Doors open. Doors open. These forwards.
Oh,
God damn, man. Finally a bit of
They have to
strength
commit
back
to
into
C
the
now.
box, but time's running short, and Vitality, they've outthought themselves. They've run out of the options here. 5 seconds.
This is a
barely
big
enough to
position
get
by
his
Safe,
plans
though.
online, but they
It's
still
being
get
watched.
forward Safe and just drop down. No free shot. He knows he has to play his life here.
That could just flood
Vitality
take the
to go
C
full
site.
speed ahead. Give up on the flanking play, and there's
They're on a
pick in their face
4v2 for the
feeling
two players
defensive.
inside site. I think this is
Faster you
smart.
go through the pit, the more chance of a spray
One
down
person
now.
shot, the other one's inside the pit, so they have information on both players.
Already ordered up here from the Vitality players, up and over the top as well. Rebounds away.
Oh, the
Just
drop
bumping into the
almost
bodies.
had it.
They're bumping into each other, man. Into the knives and into the fray.
Yeah, now Safe has to try to clutch it when it's not planted for him.
But is it even planted for Safe? That is the question. Tucked to the corner.
Oh, that's
Salvos.
everything.
Just can't quite get his body on it, man. G2.
That was nice.
With full peace of mind that he's
Yeah,
getting
thanks,
this
Nez. I
last
really
one.
appreciate it, man.
And that 11th round.
Damn, you got it marked in your calendar.
Safe. Couldn't
Appreciate
get it
you.
done
Thank
there
you so
towards
much.
the end. The time pressure onto kicks had forced him to plant in a
Appreciate the
bad
kind
spot.
words just to stop by and
He was worried about just
wish the
getting
happy
in
birthdays,
the
man.
knives, having somebody spam him through waterfalls,
Maybe
for
I'll catch you
example.
tomorrow, because we're going to be streaming tomorrow as well to do the watch parties for
Vitality trying to call a really slow, intentional,
VCT Bangkok.
intelligent attack
We still have
back row,
2 other
and getting caught by Leaf, pushed
BO3s
forwards behind
to
the
watch
box.
tomorrow. Upper finals and lower round 1.
Leaf has been a monster roster this series. They're going forwards into a rubble fight. First one of the game.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in a bit, huh?
Not what we've been conditioned for, but as the curtain drops.
I mean, Jonah was showing up a bit. He was showing himself a bit and still got the fight against Durka. We saw it in his POV that he almost didn't see here Durka.
It's going to be a scramble to earn your way back into this round. Round 20 for G2. They want that 12.
Does feel like the first nail in the coffin.
Pixel angle.
Dude, Jonah's unstoppable.
Usually perfect on it.
The more they waste here, the more he's got fault line to help out later on when he hears tap on Spike.
Trex and less to do it all in this spot. Respect given.
So much respect. In spots like this, sometimes it can be too much.
I mean, Les is still alive.
A bit of space where they can walk forwards and isolate a one.
I unfortunately have less faith in Trex, but with Les alive, though, that's a paranoia that hits. Good delay coming out from Trex at least to start with the C's.
Forced out into the open as Leafer takes that first contact.
Okay, but Les cannot clutch a 5v1 chat.
Exactly
If Trex is able to get one or two, maybe.
They're min-maxing in a moment like this, man.
That's so good. Jonah P and Valen were talking about the first time they ever stepped on stage at a global event. They're reminiscing about Iceland, and they said, yeah, that time we choked the 10-4 lead against Optic. And they were thinking about it, they were like, is there really a way that we could have won that event? And they
Right here,
decided,
just saw him,
no,
flicks on time.
The first time that we came to a global, there wasn't really any real world where we were winning that one. And now they said, whenever they qualify, they feel like they can win the trophy. I think you're seeing that quality and that belief in themselves here today. They're on the verge, one round away from knocking Vitality down into the lowers, delivering them their first loss with this roster.
Almost unthinkable, I think, for a lot of people coming into this one. There's one thing I know about this Vitality squad. I'm going to be calling it quits until that round reaches.
Yeah, thanks, Davis. Appreciate you, bro.
Fighting for every single inch that G2 are willing to give them.
There is saving grace right now, right?
It's a slow siege attempt at a round. Poking
You get ult towards the spawn, go with this ult into the hit towards C site.
Be broken.
I think they're going to use that to fake it. No, Durka's moving over now.
G2 have a date.
They're faking towards A instead, and then they're going for that. Probably ult here, ult this, satchel in. They just did the fake.
They know that Valen has mostly been anchoring.
So Garden, push back. I mean, listen, Valen can't quite run himself out of there, but it's going to be util going to be used to try and push them back and away on top of it. Clone in their face. Have to try and contest and tango at least with that orb, but now it's more time for these G2 players.
Kicks into the ult TP, so he's just going to push up.
Take the fight forwards, but which direction do you face it in? That is the question. Smokes dissipating. Util
This wall is huge right here.
blinding them. And how do you stand your ground against this?
Oh, gets a kill through smoke.
Shots are fired. It's precise by safe, but he's rampant and listen, flicking around all over the place. There's no safety to be found for him, but a concerted Turka deep onto the site. Dodges his way past most of the util. This is cheeky from him, and it's almost necessary as well.
Big kill by Leaf.
Wins it out. 3 versus 3. G2.
Oh, Safe almost missed that. All right, they stay alive. They stay alive this round.
The moment of this mentality. They're going to fight for every single possibility. Time ticking. Leaves on the low ground.
Make it expensive. You could try to swing out and get these kills.
Vitality have bought enough time. Still alive.
The plant position, much better this time. Not the same amount of time pressure onto kicks, so he's able to pop that down in a better position. They even had a deep wall at Waterfall, a smoke to cover. A much more composed approach to going for that C execute. Starting to figure out the way that G2 like to hold it with just Valen in the late round alone. 3 more, though, required of that kind of caliber to be able to get us into overtime. Trent is coming into this one, looking to try to close things out with only a sheriff to his name.
They're expending everything.
They're doing it again. Rubble control.
Rubble fight to be taken.
A little bit of tag control on Durka, or tag damage on Durka.
Might be able to do some work with it still. Odin spam.
Oh, they're not crossing this door.
Jonah P, he's going to get pressured now. He needs some bailout. Defense is ordered.
Nice paranoia by Kicks.
Jonah P's been dealt with still. Spraying and praying.
A little bit whiffy at this point here for G2. Oh no, this is it. He's got ult with us now too.
Potentially the nail in the coffin. Up and over the top. Information.
And then they got Armageddon, the guy too.
It's given over.
Yep.
Garnet, Armageddon forcing them out.
Flash, flash.
There is no cover.
Gets the kill. Spikes down. That's it.
And G2 get what they want.
Now they get value off the Jogimo ult. A rematch.
The first team to be able to
EDG
take
versus
down
G2
Vitality.
again.
6-0 this year with this roster before G2 matched up against them in the opening round of Masters Bangkok.
Oh, I love it.
G2 learned from their loss against EDG and their struggles against
Yeah,
Liquid.
Nicole.
Came
She's
out
back.
here
She's back.
all guns blazing.
Yeah, so we got G2 and EDG in the upper finals for a spot in the grand finals. Sorry I missed a bit of the
Trophy out of
a bit of
Jogmo's
that
hands in
second match because I had to
Tokyo.
drive my kid to daycare.
They
But
got
again,
it here. I mean, they
the
can
nature of being an
multiple
esports dad.
levels of impact.